In the quest for space exploration, humans have sent a variety of animals into space. They are trying to study the effects of low gravity and other environmental factors on living organisms. Among the most iconic animals associated with space exploration are mammals, particularly cats. But could big cats such as lions, tigers, and leopards adapt to the unique conditions of low-gravity space habitats? The idea of sending big cats into space may seem unconventional, but it raises important questions. How animals, especially large predators, might adjust to life outside Earth's gravity. The study of smaller animals like mice and monkeys in space has already provided valuable data. New data has emerged on how bodies react to weightlessness, but the larger question remains: what would happen to an apex predator, one that relies on gravity and physical space to move and hunt? Big cats have evolved in environments that demand strength, agility, and a strong reliance on gravity for hunting and survival. These animals have powerful muscles and bones that help them stalk, chase, and ambush their prey. Their body structure is optimized for sprinting, climbing, and pouncing. In Earth's gravity, these abilities are essential for survival. But what happens when those gravitational forces are removed or significantly reduced in space? The effects of low gravity on big cats would likely be profound. Just like other mammals, big cats would experience muscle atrophy, a weakening of the bones, and changes in their cardiovascular system. These issues have been well documented in smaller animals like rodents, monkeys, and humans. Without gravity to counteract their movements, big cats would not be able to use their muscles in the same way. This could result in a loss of muscle mass, reduced strength, and an inability to perform the physical tasks that are central to their biology. In addition to physical effects, there would also be psychological challenges. Big cats are solitary animals, often spending long periods of time alone in the wild. They are also highly territorial, marking their domains and fiercely protecting their space from other predators. In the confined, low-gravity environment of a space habitat, these animals would likely experience stress and anxiety. The lack of a familiar landscape, along with the inability to mark territory or engage in natural behaviors, would create challenges for their mental health. Psychological stress in space animals has been observed in many other species, and big cats would not be immune to this issue. But beyond the biological and psychological hurdles, the idea of big cats in space brings up another fascinating question. Would their behavior change? Big cats are known for their extraordinary hunting skills, and in space, hunting would be impossible in the traditional sense. The lack of prey in a space habitat would require these animals to adapt to new methods of acquiring food. Would they be able to rely on scavenging, or would they lose the instinct to hunt altogether? This behavior shift would be a significant change in their evolutionary history. On Earth, big cats play a crucial role in maintaining the balance of their ecosystems by regulating the populations of other animals. They are apex predators, and their hunting behaviors contribute to the health of their habitats. In space, these ecological dynamics would be disrupted, and big cats would no longer serve the same role. They would be dependent on humans for food, and their relationship with their environment would shift dramatically. But how would their physical adaptations help or hinder their survival in space? Big cats have evolved to be powerful and efficient predators with sharp claws, keen senses, and incredible agility. In space, these adaptations might become less useful. In a low-gravity environment, big cats would have difficulty using their claws to climb, hunt, or defend themselves. Their claws, which are designed to grip and hold on to prey, might not function as they do on Earth. In addition, their large, muscular bodies might become cumbersome in the confined spaces of a spacecraft or space habitat. In a zero-gravity environment, even simple tasks like moving or sitting would become a challenge. Big cats rely on their muscles and bones to move efficiently. Without gravity to anchor them, their movements would become erratic and unpredictable. The ability to leap, pounce and sprint would be compromised. Instead, they might float aimlessly or have difficulty orienting themselves. It would be a stark contrast to the powerful, grounded movements that they rely on in their natural habitats. The psychological impact of being confined in a small, low-gravity space would also take its toll. Big cats are solitary and territorial animals, and they thrive in large, open spaces where they can roam and hunt. Being confined in a small habitat without the freedom to explore would likely lead to frustration and stress. In space, big cats would be unable to escape from each other, and their territorial instincts might cause conflict with other animals or humans. Their need for autonomy would be difficult to fulfill, and this could lead to behavioral changes. The lack of a natural environment in space would also affect how big cats interact with their surroundings. On Earth, these animals rely on their keen senses, sight, smell, and hearing, to navigate and survive. In space, sensory inputs would be drastically different. The absence of familiar smells and sounds would disorient them, and they would need to adjust to an entirely new way of perceiving their environment. The change in their sensory experiences might affect their ability to interact with their surroundings and maintain their usual behaviors. One area of concern when considering the adaptation of big cats to space is their diet. Big cats are obligate carnivores, which means they rely on meat for sustenance. In space, providing a natural diet for them could be challenging. Space habitats are designed to supply food to astronauts, but the food is often in the form of processed meals. In the case of big cats, it's unclear how they would react to a diet of synthetic or freeze-dried food. Would they adapt to this new type of nourishment, or would it affect their health and behavior? The lack of fresh meat could also lead to nutritional deficiencies or health problems. In addition, the space environment presents challenges when it comes to waste management. In a space habitat, every bit of waste must be accounted for, and animals like big cats would produce waste just as humans do. Managing the waste of large animals in a confined space would be a logistical challenge, and it would require innovative solutions to maintain the cleanliness and health of the environment. The idea of big cats in space brings up a broader question. Could large mammals, in general, adapt to low-gravity habitats? We've seen how smaller mammals and other animals react to space, but the larger animals present a unique set of challenges. The experiments with rodents, monkeys, and other small creatures have provided valuable insights into how bodies respond to microgravity. But the question remains, how would larger animals, especially apex predators like big cats, handle the extreme conditions of space travel? In the future, as humanity explores the possibility of long-term space missions or even colonization of other planets, understanding the adaptability of different species will become more important. Big cats, along with other animals, could play a role in understanding how life can thrive in space. While they may not be ideal candidates for space travel, their unique biology could provide insights into the challenges of life beyond Earth. As we continue to push the boundaries of space exploration, the study of animals and their potential adaptations will be essential. Big cats may not be the first creatures to be considered for space missions. Their story raises important questions about how living organisms might adapt to environments far beyond our planet. Whether we ever send big cats into space or not, their potential for adaptation will continue to be an intriguing subject for study. The future of space exploration and animal adaptation may hold many surprises, and the role of big cats in that future, while uncertain, will continue to spark curiosity and wonder.